So this is probably one of the most talked about and pressing topics in business and markets this year, trade tensions. What do you think's missing?
Yeah, the whole situation with China, the U.S. is very critical, particularly for China. I believe the situation is getting worse. Trump is not going to give in and is going to continue to hit at China in terms of the incredible trade imbalance. As you know, the trade imbalance is the biggest of any other country that the U.S. has. And I believe that it will be a real problem with China going forward. The good news is that some emerging market countries will benefit from this. Just to give an example, soybeans. The U.S. is a big exporter of soybeans to China, but Argentina could benefit. Unfortunately, Argentina is now suffering from a drought, and they had a downturn in their soybean production. But generally speaking, you're going to see the winners and losers coming out, particularly in the emerging markets arena.
Mark, have you ever known any time like this at the moment? And we are in uncharted territory, I suppose. And how do you look at it then from a fund management perspective?
You're absolutely right. We are in uncharted waters. You know, the previous American administrations pretty much endorsed world trade, freedom of trade, the WTO, and all of these other agreements, multilateral agreements. Trump is going in the opposite direction. He wants bilateral agreements. He is really upsetting the apple cart, so to speak. And therefore, the uncertainty will grow, not only in the general larger markets like the U.S. and Europe, but in emerging markets as well. So we're going to have to be focusing very much on individual countries, individual companies, to see where the winners and losers are going to be. But it's going to be a very interesting time in the next year or 2 years.